Well, it was on 26th of July 2005. I was in my 12th year of the college, and till afternoon, till noon, we had no clue about the floods in Mumbai. But but it was raining continuously from last night, which actually blocked the drainage and the sewage in the city, and this is how actually the flood started coming up. The road started getting filled up with water, and then the layers increased. And there was a time where people of short height like me couldn't walk on that, and there were some drain drain lids which were open, the manholes were open, so that the water go inside, and people were into it with the water, which was quite a sad part. And
so a lot of people get swept away, things like that.
They really got swept away with it.
So you like moved cars and things like that?
Nothing. I even heard stories from my dad that that most of his known people have actually locked themselves in the car with the speakers on, and due to the after a while there was no oxygen in the car left, and they were found unconscious. Some were found dead and everything.
Really?
Yeah, and it was quite a bad experience.
Try and keep the water out, I suppose. They lock themselves in the car, keep the water out.
Yeah, so try to keep the water out, but it did not help for their own good.
So how did you get home in the end?
Well, I was walking all the way to my place, but I couldn't get through, and in between have to go to my friend's place and stay there for a night. And then after getting everything sorted, the next morning I took a cab and I came back home.
It was overnight the flood went back down, did it?
No, but in some areas it did. In some areas, because it depends on the administration how it works. Luckily in our area the administration was good, so I was alright.
So what was the overall damage to the area? Did it?
Well, there were boundaries. The boundaries of the of the housing societies or some gardens were literally hit off, and they were destructed by the water. The water force was so bad. Many of the people have their cars moving all the way to the other direction because of the water force. And apparently in one of the place they've opened the dam water, so that it doesn't have more impact on the other place of the flood. So the water flow in one place was so humongous that people have lost their houses. There were waters until their roofs. They were standing on the roof. They were sitting on the roofs for a couple of days. No water supply, no food supply, nothing to them.
So did the water hit your college, or?
No, luckily it didn't, but it was on the verge of getting it there. So it was quite responsible and good on our college part. That it was just about the poor administration in the city. That's it.
So why was some administrations not able to deal with it? How did that work?
Because the areas allotted to them, firstly there were slums, and in slums if the water gets in, you cannot make out which house is yours, because there is a common wall and then there's another house.
Okay.
So it goes that way, and most of the people, as I said, they were swept away with the water. So there was no particular count, and I can't imagine in Mumbai on the road there were boats going on to take out people from different places who were stuck there.
So I can imagine most of the slums got.
And there were a lot of cattle, like cows and buffaloes. They were found dead, and after that there was an epidemic of malaria and jaundice after the floods because of these.
The water's stagnant.
Water stagnant and dirty, and no such purification stuff.